Hello, everybody, and welcome to what was the show again?
Anime Flux?
Anime Reflux.
Anime Reflux.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it.
Sorry, it's the first episode, so it's hard for me to keep track of all this new information.
Yeah, Casey's been busy arguing with people about cats online, so he's a bit distracted right now.
It's not well balanced thing to do, or a good way to spend your time, and it's just making me angrier. So I'm just gonna forget about that and put it to the side. Hi, everybody. Anime Reflux. This is the show where we watch a random anime every week, and usually they're not great. Sometimes they're okay. With me we have Blush River,
Hello.
Kenchi618.
Hi, I'm Kenchi618, and I didn't go last this time, so I'm not doing an intro.
Good, because I don't want you to do an intro for every single show you're on, because that's a lot of intros, and that seems like that would be taxing for you, and other reasons that immediately slipped out of it. I'm so tired. King of Zero X is here. So,
Hello, everybody.
yeah,
I am Zero. I am here.
he's here.
It's
And-
8 a.m. Let's go.
Zero's freaking pumped.
Yeah. Just got some Doritos and yeah.
No one else is pumped at 8 o'clock in the morning. Except Zero.
Technically,
I've been
it's 4 p.m. here, but I just woke up after like
I have
3 hours of sleep.
I have a big basket of Easter candy right here, and I'm ready.
My goodness.
Gross.
I haven't dipped into it yet, but I'm willing to.
Yeah, I
Or to
can't eat
keep
that shit
myself awake.
anymore. But also, this isn't a podcast, so we're not going to fucking focus on your
I know. No.
and sliceness.
Morning people are a blight on this world.
I'm a night person. I hate the morning, but I'm somehow awake right now. I don't know. I don't get it.
He's so effing high right now.
So to explain a little bit of stuff that happened in the background, this was not supposed to be the first episode. This was supposed to be the second episode, but I forgot some shit in the first episode, or what will be the second episode. So this one's coming out now. You might have noticed because it's out and you're listening to it. The one we recorded last week is going to be out next week, and then it will be the anime that we pick today. So yeah,
That's confusing.
A little bit,
But I can follow along.
yeah.
We'll
So
figure it out.
also because the anime that we had for last week was shit, and this one is a better starting point. So
Okay.
It's a better point.
right. So in the meantime, I'm trying to look for the anime list because I need to have that for later. Because there it is, right? Because Patient isn't here. Right. So, the anime we picked for this episode, let's make it easier that way. Sengoku Basara.
Yeah.
Okay, so America is obsessed with making World War II shooters. Or we were there for a while, at least. It seems like Japan is obsessed with this period in history.
A little bit. It kind of shares space with the Yellow Turban Rebellion and Three Kingdoms of.
Yeah.
Like
it's
China.
either like Three Kingdoms or Nobunaga, really. So
Shares headspace with those. Kind of like yeah, kind of like if you want an American comparison, it would be like everything is about either the American Revolution or World War II. Yeah. And that's it.
I want more. I want an anime about George Washington doing sick combos in battle. That's what I want.
Bayonetta style combat.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists, but I think there is a fighting game with historical figures that has like George Washington, or at
No
least Abraham
problem.
Lincoln. I think Abraham Lincoln was in it. I don't know about George Washington.
Sengoku Basara was based off a video game, though, right?
It was,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm
Series of
pretty
video
sure.
games.
It seems like
Yeah.
it is.
Oh.
It's pretty easy, and honestly, it feels like it would be a Dynasty Warriors style with how it's set up.
I
don't
don't
know exactly.
actually know. I've never played it, but I can look it up. Yeah, so what this anime is, in broad terms, is basically the Sengoku period, more specifically in this case, the Eastern Sengoku stuff, in like the battles of Kawanakajima. Only, I'd say turned up to 11, but 11 is probably a little low on the scale for this. Like, Honda Tatakatsu is a Gundam, and Date Masamune has exhausts on his horse for no adequately explained reason, and
It doesn't do anything. There's no exhaust to the horse. It's
Oh,
just pipes
yeah.
strapped to it.
I found some gameplay. This is totally a Dynasty Warriors style game.
Every time the scene changed, I expected to zoom in on a character on a Dynasty Warriors battlefield. Like, this is
Yeah.
very video game.
I love how Masamune just throws in random English into his dialogue in the Japanese sub.
that's
Great.
probably a voice actor thing more than a writing thing, because
I know, but it's like they're in Japan in this period of time. Would they even like? I don't know. That doesn't seem to make sense to me.
Yes, they would know English or know of it.
But Masamune would throw. Okay.
To be clear, the voice actor is also the guy that voices Roronoa Zoro in One Piece, who does the same thing in that show. Like, he'll occasionally call Luffy Captain, like, as the English word. And so,
That being said, I love Masamune's voice actor, so it's all good for me.
yeah, it's pretty cool. And, yeah, the dub cast is actually pretty solid. Like, I recognize
it
a
is.
few of the voices, like there's Sam Riegel in there. I think,
Johnny Young Bosch is in there.
yeah, Johnny Young Bosch is in there as one of the main characters. He's kind of a weak link in this case, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's his fault, but yeah, he is.
yeah, so some well-known names in like dubbing circles in the cast, and it's not helpful. I think it's direction more than anything else. But yeah, the dub isn't amazing. Just throwing that out there out front.
Yeah, I was just watching it in Japanese because that was the one I found first.
Yeah, I
Same
watched.
here, actually.
I watched the sub ages and ages ago when I first watched the show, and for comparison's sake, I watched the dub for this show as a reminder. And yeah, the sub is better in this case, as far as I'm concerned.
I found the anime just kind of boring. Like, it had such a prologue video feel for a video game that I just couldn't pay attention for longer than like 5 minutes.
I was watching it on YouTube, so I just kind of like moved the speed up to 1.5 because it was going really slow.
It'll do that.
That's one way to get around that, I guess. Let's just move this along.
Just a little bit faster. Because they throw a lot of names out there, and since I don't know Japanese history that well, they mean nothing to me.
Yeah, that they didn't explain who anyone was. That was one of the biggest factors of why I knew it was a video game thing.
You know the drill on whenever no one explains a lot of characters in the first episode of anything, you nickname them for the sake of clarity.
Not to mention
blue
most of them
guy,
aren't gonna
red
show up for a
guy.
while. Like, I don't think Oda Nobunaga actually shows up in the plot until the end of the first season. Like, it's the stinger of the first season, if memory serves.
Like he briefly appears in the first episode. And it's like, oh look, the divine demon king Oda Nobunaga, and I'm like, the last time I saw Oda Nobunaga, he was a blonde anime girl. So I don't even know what's up with the interpretations anymore.
Oh, there are multiple porn equivalents of the Sengoku period. Trust me. Of both
Nobunaga
sides.
shows up in like episode 3 or 4.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. Fun thing about this particular anime though, the point where they set it in the faux Sengoku period. I mentioned it basically starts in the battles of Kawanakajima. That is basically... Like, there are some high points in terms of, like, cool action scenes and stuff that they could do. Like, there is a point where Uesugi Kenshin confronts Shingen Takeda one-on-one in Shingen Takeda's tent. Like, there is an actual samurai battle between generals in one of these battles. So there's some cool shit to be done. But also, the battles of Kawanakajima actually don't, like, resolve anything for a long time. Nothing of particular consequence happens in them for a long time. So, it's a great place to set your story if you want to have a lot of cool characters that won't die for a while.
Huh. That does sound ideal, actually. I mean, like, if they just want to show off their ability to animate battles, like, yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So, you know,
I really like the opening for this show.
it's pretty cool.
Can we just talk about that? Because you have the whole armies and they're just dancing. You got the armies just dancing, and you got the music.
Yeah, I was just going along with it until you reminded me of exactly what the opening was, and yeah, that's what it is.
I forgot about that.
I mean, I got pumped like the first second, and I was like ready for this episode.
Yeah.
Worked for me. Didn't take much to hook me.
And the opening has random words in English, which I always, I enjoy that, sure. And it's a fun opening.
Who doesn't love English? I mean, it's awesome.
English is great.
Aside from Casey, who's just a bah humbug.
It has moments, but there's...
So, what's the plot of this first episode?
I don't even fucking know.
Okay.
Everybody wants a piece of everybody while Nobunaga's taking shit over.
Basically, yeah. So, bit of a, like, wide scope of the Sengoku period. A bunch of different generals have risen up to take territory and claim it for themselves outside of the remit of, I believe, the Emperor. I might be mistaken. Yeah, the Emperor. That was the thing that was going on at the time. And have just taken territory and are ruling it on their own behalf, basically. And we pretty much focus down on 3 of those generals. There is Date Masamune, the One-Eyed Dragon of the East, if memory serves, was his title.
Indeed.
There is Shingen Takeda, the Tiger of Kai, I want to say.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And Uesugi Kenshin, Divine something, Bishmonten something, I don't fucking know.
I call him Fluffy White Dude.
Yeah. It was very big
It's
on
accurate.
religious stuff, was his thing. Yeah.
Wait, didn't they show all these guys? They had like a 5-minute long thing where they just zoomed in on random people that looks like main characters.
They did, but
Yeah.
the show basically just focuses on those 3 for most of the season. Yeah.
Fluffy White Dude has his, like, ninja girl.
Yeah. Not actually
Jesus.
a person that has anything to do with the Sengoku period. She's an original character. So, yeah.
And she's totally got the hots for White Fluffy Dude.
Put it mildly.
Yeah. Also, there is a ninja attendant to Shingen Takeda who is Saratobi Sasuke, which...
Yep.
Yeah, I know. The name. I was like, oh, okay.
I wasn't going to bring up the Naruto connection, but yeah. That's actually a character from novels. That's not a real person that existed ever as well.
But, they're using all the resources they got.
Pretty much.
So you got Yukimura, who uses his twin spears.
Yeah, Sanada
And that's-
Yukimura, who is an attendant to Shingen Takeda. He is basically a commander of his forces. Yeah, and he's basically kind of just a scrub at this point in the show. In like the first episode, he's just kind of not that great, hot-headed, and kind of a moron. But Takeda is also portrayed as a little bit of a moron, but not massively so.
But he loves his general. He loves him.
Like,
He loves him
a lot.
Yeah. They
Your
bros.
lordship.
I will say one thing I can give this
Yukimura.
series though is there's a nice variety of weapons used. Like you don't see or spears very much, and that guy has 2 of them.
Yeah, dual
And
wielding
then-
spears. That's yeah. Remember when I said this is Sengoku period turned up past 11? Yeah.
And it's Masamune's like, I got 1 sword. No, now I got 3 swords in each hand.
Mm.
And I'm like, you're on your way to being Killer Bee at this rate.
Yeah.
Honestly, give him 2 more. Killer Bee was 8, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just 2 more.
Was he 8? I thought he was like 6 because it was like a 6-limb thing.
Killer Bee had
8-limb
8.
thing. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because octopus.
Yeah, but he still is. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about Naruto. Fuck Naruto. No one cares. It's over.
Indeed.
And the new show is shit.
Have you been watching it?
No.
That's
Have you met me? I
Neither
talk
have I.
about things that I have no knowledge about all the time and shit on them most of the time.
Definitely not going to come back to bite you because it'll turn out to be. Wait, it'll be shit. Okay, I can't even
Yeah.
finish saying
Yeah,
that. Like,
okay.
no, it'll be shit.
So yeah, Date Masamune is riding into what seems to be battle. I don't think he actually gets to the battle at that point, but at the beginning of the episode. So the Takeda army and the Usugi army are about to face off in one of the battles of Kawanakajima. I can't even begin to guess which one it's supposed to be. There were 6. And basically, when that battle is about to happen, Sanada's unit, Yukimura if you prefer, his unit is sent around the mountain pass, presumably to flank Kenshin, but instead meets Masamune's army, and they fight and stuff. And it is so fierce and climactic in the first episode that there is an explosion visible to both armies down below. And it turns out that both generals knew that something might happen, so they were just kind of waiting to see how that played out. And
Not even win or lose. They just like left at the first sign of the battle even taking place. Like, hey,
pretty much.
whatever. That was kind of cool. That's the coolest thing that's gonna happen today. We better leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
And did anything really happen after that? I don't think anything significant actually happened after that. I mean, there's another conversation between Yukimura and Takeda, but that's... It naturally dissolves into...
Guy Lee
Lordship.
shenanigans.
Yukimura, your lordship, Yukimura, and all that shit.
Guy and Rock Lee stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
Guy
tired
Lee
of that
shenanigans,
with
yeah.
Rock Lee and everything, so...
What?
Yeah.
I still can't get over the fact that Rock Lee's son is Metal Lee.
Ooh,
This is
you
rough.
should.
I find it hilarious. I always will. So, yeah, not much really happened plot-wise, I think, in this episode.
Yeah.
We introduced a lot of the characters. That
If
was
you're
it.
going to watch this show, get used to that. Not a lot happens in general in this show. That's kind of why I stopped watching it when I started the second season. I was like, all right, more of this? I'm good.
I mean, it was hot-blooded and fiery to me, so I watched a few episodes more than just the first one.
Yeah, I think robot Honda Tadakatsu shows up pretty early on, so that's pretty cool that it lasts.
Yeah, but we don't know he's a robot yet, so I didn't know that. He's just a ninja.
Honda Tadakatsu? No. He's like the giant thing that's standing behind Tokugawa Ieyasu. That's
Yeah, that thing when they were introducing the characters, and then there's this giant red eye that starts to come to life behind him.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
That's Honda Tadakatsu. He is literally a Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah. And they fight it with spears and swords and such. And, you know, because it's this show, it works to an extent.
Well, I mean, if Horizon has taught me anything, yeah, you can fight robots with pointy sticks. It'll totally work.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to get hyped about in the show, but the plot's really not one of them. Those things. Yeah.
I mean, at least we didn't spend an entire episode individually introducing each character, because that would have taken the entire episode and another one.
That's true.
But they just kind of jumped into it. I mean, sure, we barely know who anybody is, but, like, they're historical figures, so it kind of works, I guess. I don't know.
And again, most of them aren't particularly important to the plot going forward. It's like, hey, you know all these characters that might have been your favorite characters in the game? They're here. Kind of.
Sort of.
Keep watching till they show up.
Yeah. Basically. So, Blush, what do you think? Because you've been very quiet during this.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm just highly amused by, as you said, the dialing it up to 11 with the Gundam guy in the middle of this period that makes no sense. But yeah, pretty much it felt like a video game anime. I enjoyed it, but I think I would enjoy it more if I had played the video game.
Yeah.
That's kind of my overall thought on it.
It's a video game. Yeah, that sums it up.
Without having played the video game and being invested before I started watching, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine this is what people felt like when they tried watching Persona 4 the animation. And
But Persona 4 the animation is funny.
Kind of.
I know people who watched the anime before they played the game and got invested because of the anime. So
anyway, so that's the thing. It's over and done with for the Sengoku Basara. Yeah, I came out kind of lukewarm on that one because yeah.
Let's get a new one. Let's pick a new anime.
I mean, I give it a thumbs up because I watched like 4 more episodes, but
I'll give it a tentative thumbs up. It wasn't the worst thing we've had on the show, but it wasn't really good either, in my opinion.
If you are interested in Nobunaga crap and action scenes, sure, watch it.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I did watch the first season, like the whole of it at one point, but at this point, maybe my tastes have changed, but I just feel like I would have better things to do and or watch than this.
There's dozens of other Nobunaga stuff out there, including one where a guy falls into a game of Nobunaga where all the Nobunaga generals and all the historical figures are turned into girls, and there's the princess generals. That's one. You can find stuff.
I feel sorry for every other Sengoku period general when all any Westerner can think of is, oh, that Nobunaga stuff, Oda and Demon King and all that stuff. Like, I especially feel sorry for the guy who won, who was not Oda Nobunaga.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he won.
No, he totally fucking lost. He was deemed like a monster because he did a really terrible thing and everyone turned against him.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Yeah, he burned a temple or something. Yeah. Tokugawa Ieyasu won that whole thing.
But his underling got revenge, didn't he? And then ended up taking over everything himself.
Mitsuhide, I think?
Yeah.
I think so, but yeah. Also, I think Tokugawa Ieyasu might have been somehow a retainer of Nobunaga. I'm not by any means an expert on Sengoku period, but yeah. Nobunaga is not the be-all and end-all of it by any means.
But screw it, let's make him an anime girl.
That's happened several times. So
I know, right? Thanks, Japan.
Hmm.
Can you imagine if America made historical figures into anime girls?
Oh my goodness.
What the hell would George Washington look like?
Abraham Lincoln as like an anime girl with like a big top hat, you know, it's just like
She'd be super short, but the top hat would be like 4 feet long.
Abraham Lincoln would be a lolly with a top hat.
Yeah.
And she would have a very fluffy black scarf to cover the mutton chops, or to make it look like mutton chops.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want this. Damn it.
Okay.
Anyway,
We need to pick a new anime.
Ken, can
Tom.
you roll the shit, please?
No, I'm thinking about this more. Thomas Jefferson will be a redheaded tsundere.
Oh, Twin Tails.
So, Ben Franklin would be, I don't know, probably the
President Franklin
scatterbrain
would have the
character.
swirly glass. Would have the swirly glasses.
Yeah.
Because.
Why are we doing this?
I
Okay.
don't know. Then
This
again,
is
Ben
fun.
Franklin was actually, like, historically kind of a lecher and a creeper, so...
Still can keep the swirly glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't have to get rid of him.
Basically turn him into Chizuru from Bleach. That's pretty much your recipe
Well,
right
there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Roll the fucking thing, Kenshi!
All right. So the magical random number generator says RNGesus says 14.
14, that's N.
And
Funnily enough, there is an anime on this list. There are multiple anime on this list called Nobunaga.
Yay!
God damn it.
Concerto versus Shinobi. The Fool. Nobunagun. Whatever that is. Yeah, there are several, so... Great. Also, the last one on the list is called Nyanpire the Animation. Joy.
Wow.
Let's not get the last one then.
Yeah,
Let's get the last one then, because I really hate Nobunaga stuff. So boring.
68.
Okay, 1 out of 68. And the magical random number generator says 21.
Oh no.
21. Ding, 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 ding.
Blackjack, fool.
I'd like to think NO is a little farther down than that, so we won't have to deal with anything like this.
Not unless there's something
Natsuyuki
else.
Ah.
Let's see.
What?
Ah.
Could you link that to us so we can?
I'm
we can see
working on
what
finding it. I was looking at the list, so... Oh, this is probably it. It just wasn't full in the list for some reason. Natsuyuki Rendezvous is what it's called.
Okay. That's not offensive based on the name.
There is a dude surrounded by a lot of flowers.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Wow, this looks really boring.
So, synopsis. A young man with poor eyesight... Hey! That doesn't make me interested in the show, just to be clear. Named Hazuki works part-time in a flower shop and falls hard for the shop owner, Roka. But what happens when he discovers that residing in her apartment is the spirit of the man she can never forget?
Well, it seems like it's going to bore the hell out of me, so
Yeah, pretty much.
Who wants to use their veto?
I'm not using it for this.
No.
But
There are greater sins against everything.
Well, you know what? I don't want anything lukewarm, so I'm going to use my veto.
okay.
Give me something worse or better. I don't want something in the middle.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay, Zero, are you officially calling in your veto?
I'm calling in my veto.
We need like a passphrase. You need like a we need like all come up with passwords at the start of the year.
Final answer?
For like, okay. Like, how do we know this is really Zero using his veto? Maybe it's just
Because
like Guy sliding in somehow into your account and using your
Okay.
veto
How about
for you.
this? How about this? How about this? My passphrase is that in this show I have zero interest.
I get it.
Oh, dear.
It's like the
All
other
right,
show that we do.
Fine, we'll fine, whatever. You just hurt my liver with that. So
That was terrible and a very Zero thing to say, so we're pretty sure it's him.
okay.
Also, he
Well,
didn't like that title for the show, to be clear. I came up with that, and he was very against it.
I mean, that's why he's like pouting in the intro, isn't he?
Yeah.
okay, all right. I'm rolling again.
Roll
Okay.
27.
1 through 26, and we get 7.
27, mate.
Oh.
Numbers.
Sorry, 1 through 27, and we get 3.
3. C.
C.
C for
Wait,
cat.
I thought numbers came first, so that would actually be B.
B.
I don't know. I don't have the list, so I don't know how it's set up.
Oh god, this is confusing. I thought he said that it was... Okay, so... No, 3 is C. Yeah, numbers come last was the thing we decided on. So,
Oh, okay.
C.
C. Yeah, because patient brought it up once. That it was confusing. 72.
72. So between 1 and 72, what do you say, random number generator? You're going to be my friend? And we get number 42.
Smack dab in the middle.
Clanad.
Okay.
Okay.
I have heard of this.
Clanad.
I've seen part of it.
All right.
Oh, this one.
All I know is it gets kind of sad later on, I guess. I
Something
don't...
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
Probably not
it's
something...
All I know is that it's a super sad show, and I watched part of it, and then I just kind of fell off it.
Well, you get to watch it again. Let's see if RNG was my friend. I don't think it will have been, but we'll find out.
Tomoya Okozaki is a third-year high school student resentful of his life. His mother passed away from a car accident when he was younger, causing his father to resort to alcohol and gambling. This results in fights between the two until Tomoya's shoulder is injured in a fight. Since then, Tomoya has had distant relationships with his father, causing him to become a delinquent over time. While on a walk to school, he meets a strange girl named Nagisa Furukawa, who is a year older, but is repeating due to illness. Due to this, she is often alone as most of her friends have moved on. The two begin hanging out, and slowly as time goes by, Tomoya finds his life shifting in a new direction.
Okay.
At least this is better than that frickin' ghost of husband whatever crap. Bleh.
You mean Ghost, the anime? Featuring Patrick Swayze.
Okay. Let me just... None of you assholes knew who Patrick Swayze was, even after I explained it
I know
several
who Patrick
times.
Swayze is. Fuck you.
You didn't know Ghost. Like, nothing. I got
I know
nothing
what
on that
Ghost
reference
is.
for weeks.
I know what Ghost is. What are you talking about? I wasn't here for this, probably.
I'm mad about this.
I know what Ghost is. I know who Patrick Swayze is. Roadhouse. 30 Days.
Roadhouse.
Alright. I think so.
No, I'm pissed.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze, known from such things as The Fox and the Hound 2.
You just Googled that shit.
And that's what you got for...
No. He's in Dirty Dancing and Roadhouse and stuff. But
Oh, God.
Alright, so I guess we're doing Clenard unless someone has a veto that they want to use.
Not twice in one episode, no.
no,
Oh, I'm fine.
people
with
probably would rather see us watch Clenard than the other thing because it's more well known.
it. I guess.
Pretty sure someone
give it a-
has twice in one
Cool
episode.
with it.
Alright.
Alright, so not next week. because that's the other shitty thing that no one cares about that we're going to be doing next week, technically. But the week after, we'll be taking a look at Glenard, and that's going to be... I don't know whether that's the right pronunciation or like it's Clanad or something.
I think it's Clanad, but whatever.
Who gives a crap?
You're right. Who does give a crap? Not me.
Pretty much. So,
I wonder if they say the name in the show.
wonder if the
No.
name has anything to do with the show whatsoever.
I guarantee it doesn't.
I wonder why it has the supernatural tag.
We're gonna find out.
Oh, we're not, because it doesn't show up for 12 episodes. And
Unless you feel like watching 12 episodes.
not especially, probably. Well,
You don't
let's-
know that.
let's
yet.
not make too rash a judgment on this. I've been proven wrong before.
I would like to be proven wrong.
Alright, so that was Anime Reflux for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another one next week. Bye now.
Goodbye.
See you guys.
Bye bye.